Hi everyone, my name is Stephen Cutler. As president of Advanced Market Systems, I'm excited to introduce you to our new product and your new tools for trading Forex, PitView. PitView is not like anything you've ever seen before. It contains a revolutionary new set of tools that I believe will change the way traders think about and view the markets. As the name implies, PitView gives an off-floor trader the same type of insight that traders on the floor of the exchanges used to have, the ability to see what the smart money is doing. Without revealing their identity and in real time, PitView shows a trader what the individual liquidity providers are doing. It shows whether they are biased to the long side or biased to the short side, and how much of the market they control for any given currency pair. I wanted to start this presentation on the lighter side. To me, this slide says it all. As a trader, you can either get run over by the market makers or you can go with them and ride their waves. So the question is, what do you want to do? Which way do you want to go? I think the answer is obvious, and that's where PitView comes in. PitView is tracking the auction side of the market, the side that precedes the trade, and it often shows changes in market maker sentiment before it's reflected by price changes that show up on charts. And this is a type of knowledge that lets a person trade with confidence instead of trading with fear. These are the 4 tools that will change the way traders view the markets. None of the tools are based on price action. They're all based on tracking market maker actions. Our tools represent a new way of thinking about Forex. Let's start with the PitView tool that shows the big picture. It's FX Global View. It's in the top left window. Global View answers the first question a trader asks every day, and it does it in seconds. The question is, where can the best trading opportunities be found today and right now? Global View calculations are derived from the liquidity provider activity in each of the world's 8 major currency groups. It ranks the groups from strongest to weakest. In this example, Global View shows that for the past 1 hour, the yen group is ranked the strongest and the euro group is ranked the weakest. By simply clicking on the JPY ID in Global View, PitView will instantly and automatically open up our next tool, FX Group View, and that's on the bottom left. Here we see the other 7 major currencies grouped with yen.
Stephen, you have about 2 minutes.
Okay, it shows that the yen is clearly strongest against the dollar. By clicking on that symbol, PitView opens our next 2 indicators, each automatically pointing to the dollar-yen pair, where a trader would be looking for opportunities to short it. Our third tool, FX Pair View, top right, this is a tool that a trader would use for taking action. Liquidity providers are shown anonymously and ranked by how aggressive they are in quoting the pair. In this example, LP12 is the leader. Our fourth tool is PitView Depth. It gives a real-time look at all the LPs active in dollar-yen at the moment. It's taken me about 10 times longer to explain this analysis than it would have taken to do it in real time. That's how powerful PitView is. It finds and takes you to the next action in seconds. A client's success is a broker's success. This slide lists several ways that PitView can help a broker's clients, and then
1 minute, Stephen.
Thus help the broker. Thank you. The PitView indicators are protected by multiple patents. There's no other service like PitView available anywhere else in the world. PitView launched about 2 months ago and is serving customers all over the globe. Our job now is to make the universe of Forex traders aware that PitView exists for them. We're seeking strategic partnerships to help spread the word about PitView. To do this, we're currently working with several Forex brokers and educators so that they can offer PitView to their clients. I guess you can see why I'm so excited about PitView for the Forex industry, how traders can benefit from using it, and why PitView can be important to brokers and other firms in the Forex business. Thank you for allowing me this time to introduce you to PitView.
Just in the nick of time. Well done, Stephen.
Thank you.
Thanks. So where are you getting the data from? Some pretty robust data sets.
We get it from many different sources. It's not unusual data. You know, the thing is that people mostly throw it away, and we do something with it.
So getting data typically you don't know the counterparty. So you're getting.
I don't care who the counterparty is.
So you're getting market maker data by.
Pardon?
So you're going to get the same data that everyone else has?
Yeah, it's the exact same data. There's nothing special about it.
So what is special about it then?
There are our algorithms, the way that we analyze it and present it, the way we keep track of it. So we keep track of the information over periods from basically a minute to 24 hours. So you can, as a user of our indicators, pick in a time that's compatible with your time frame for trading. So you can set it for a minute if you're a scalper, 5 minutes, you know, if you're more of a day trader, and so on.
And so follow up, what integrations have you built thus far with some of the big brokerages?
We're working on that now, but the thing that's really special about PitView is that we built it so it's platform agnostic. It sits on top of every other trading platform that's out there at this moment. Our indicators have what's called a topmost quality. And typically on a computer, if you click on a program that's in the background, it covers everything that's in the foreground. With PitView indicators, they remain on the foreground. So they sit on top of, you know, TradeStation, MetaTrader, you know, NinjaTrader, and they look like they're integrated with it, but in fact they're sitting on top of it. We're in the process now of, we just launched, and we've launched the indicator service first. We're in the process of developing a data feed that will be able to be uploaded and integrated in the popular trading platforms, so that people can build expert advisors and similar kinds of things based around our data.
Yeah, I'm still a little lost. So who are the liquidity providers? No names, but are they just banks, just market makers?
They're mostly the banks. You know, the bottom line is that when you analyze a particular pair, you know, you can have 20 market makers, 10 market makers, 100 market makers, but pairs are generally controlled by 3 or 4 that account for anywhere between 70 and 90% of the activity, you know, in any particular pair at any particular time, you know, and it varies from market maker to market maker as the trading session goes around the globe. Some market makers are more active in Asia, you know, than they'd be in London, you know, and then they'd be in the States.
And you structured specific deals to have access to this data, or?
We're offering it as a subscription, you know, and we're at this point speaking to different brokerage and educators so that we can join a partnership, an affiliate partnership, and because we think it makes sense for them. From the perspective of a broker, the longer a client lasts, the better it is for the client and the better it is for the broker. And what we find that looking at the pre-transactional side, the auction side of the market does for people is it shows them what the market makers are doing. One of the typical ploys that you see often is, let's say you take out a new top. Everyone says, hey, things are going to go higher. But when you're looking at PitView, if you take out a new top, you know, with prices and the market makers haven't changed, you know that everyone's just cleaning their books, you know, clearing the stops. And that's not the way the market's going to do.
Well, I mean, last question for me. I mean, why would the market makers actually give you this data?
Pardon?
Why would they actually give you this data or give you access to this data?
It helps the industry. It helps the whole industry. It's to the benefit of everyone in it.
So if you actually just zoom back out and think through, how many traders you think, if you could actually put together this product, how many traders would use it? What would the ultimate market opportunity be versus how much you're going to charge? Have you thought through any of those high-level economics, high-level market opportunities?
Well, right now we're introducing a version for the retail trader, and the basic retail trader. And it's a new concept that we've introduced, and people have to wrap their heads around it. But once they do wrap their heads around it, they understand that it gives them an insight into trading that they hadn't had before. You know, now they know, they can see when a logical time to pull the trigger is. I mean, as a trader, when we're not asking people to change their methodology. We don't want them to do that. We want them to take their methodology as it is right now, and when it comes time to pull the trigger, simply look at PitView. If the market makers are aligned with your trade, we suggest that you give consideration to going with the trade. But if they're not aligned with your trade, we suggest that you give some consideration not to do it. We're just trying to level the playing field.
And you have a live product today.
Yeah, live product. We launched about 2 weeks ago. We have people using it around the world, and we've been getting feedback. Initially, this was kind of like a soft launch. We've been getting feedback and tweaking it so people, we're taking their suggestions or making it user-friendly.
And how did you acquire those clients thus far?
Pardon?
The existing clients, how did you get them?
Basically through relationships. You know, we've been dealing with some educators and some brokers, and they spread the word, and we're starting to get out on forums, and they're spreading the word. I mean, people, it's helping people trade. I mean, it's really a useful product.
Got it. So again, assuming this product's live, running, you have all the data necessary, what's to stop someone else? So why hasn't someone done it previously?
I've asked myself that question for a long time right now. But first of all, we have patents on it.
Got about 3 minutes, guys.
And why they've done it, I don't know. I think part of the reason they haven't done it is if you look at the traditional data streams out there, they're legacy data streams that were developed with computers back in the 80s. And the data that it takes to do the analytics that we are using requires about 7 to 10 times as much information. And I think that could have been the reason that no one went in that direction before. You know, we had to kind of reinvent the wheel.
Are all the data streams available now? You have all of these data streams of liquidity providers?
We have, the right data streams for it. I mean, all of them, there's 100 liquidity providers out there,
It just seems to me like that's the information that they often wouldn't want to share.
We're not identifying them.
Right.
This is the question of helping the individual trader. Giving him. See, right now, all the brokers and the banks, they know what the individual traders are doing. It's an unfair game. They can see what the retail guys are doing, but the retail guys can't see the people on the other side. This gives them a little insight. They don't know who it is. It doesn't matter who they are. Yep. What matters is which way is the opinion of the smart money going. That's all it is. We don't have to identify whether it's Citi or JP Morgan or Deutsche Bank or anything.
That's helpful. So what do you think is going to be required to get to 1 million users? What's sort of the go-to-market beyond, getting
I think initially, companies like FXIC, getting behind it, looking at it, discovering, validating the efficacy of what we're doing, and getting behind it, recommending it to people.
But they typically just open up their API and let people just develop on it and see where it goes. I mean, I don't want to speak for them, but isn't that typically how it works?
We're going to have that. They'll have that ability soon. But right now, we launched with the indicator service that sits on top of everyone else's trading platform. So it's useful right now. It'll get more useful over time.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for Stephen Cutler. Thank you, Steve.